4:05 in the a.m. and I just wanted to share some dreams. Um, the first dream that I'll share, I had this dream. It's a old dream about the maybe about 2001, somewhere around there. And in this dream, it was me and a group of other people, and there was this furnace, and it was fire in the furnace, and everybody was jumping into this furnace, and they was going. And I watched these people, and when they would jump, they would holler. Then the next person came, and they jumped in the furnace, and then they hollered. And I think it was maybe 4 or 5 people. And then it was time for me to jump in this furnace. And I wasn't going. So what happened with me is that only name that I knew to call. I didn't know anything about the Most High. I didn't know anything to call on the Great Mother. I was calling on Jesus this time. So when it was time to jump in that furnace, you know how when you're young, or your children, or your babies did the same thing, you experienced the same thing when you throw a tantrum and you fall down on the floor and you kicking and screaming and acting like that. Oh, that was me. Because when it's time for me to go in that furnace, I fell down on the floor and I'm kicking and screaming and hollering and kicking my feet and saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to go in that furnace. I don't want to go in that furnace. Come and get me. Jesus, come and get me. I mean, I had a hissy fit, and then I woke up out the dream. And I had mentioned that to my brothers and sisters when we talk on Messenger. And because in that dream at the time, I was thinking, what the heck did I do wrong that I had to have a dream like that? Oh, I thought I was messed up. I was going to hell for real, because that dream bothered me for a while. But he was, I wasn't in a position to decipher this dream. I couldn't even, I didn't understand it. Didn't know, have no understanding about it. So he said to me that was showing me that I turned my back on the world. Instead of going that way, I chose to go the other way. And he explained that to me. Because I mean, I was on that floor and I was determined. I ain't getting ready to go up in there. I ain't trying to go that way. So I woke up out the dream. So I'm going to share this dream with you. This one happened around 2020, 2021. And the dream was I was laying on the ground, and it seemed like to me I was in New York on 34th Street, um, Grand Central Station. And so I couldn't get up. I was just laying there. And everybody was walking. They was just passing me by. I'm thinking to myself, why nobody ain't helping me up? And I'm just laying there. And I remember watching this woman pass by. And I'm thinking to myself, why she ain't trying to help me get up? And I could not get up. I tried, but I couldn't. Then the woman came and she called my name and she said, Sharice, get up. Sharice, get up. I jumped up because the woman told me to get up. And she said to me, I want you to come and go home with me. And I said, you want me to come and go home with you? She said, yes, I want you to come and go home with me. She was so sweet. Her voice was so sweet. And I told her, I said, well, I can't go home with you right now because I'm going to be here for a long, 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 long time. But there was an emphasis on long because I'm still here. So then she looked at me and she put her hands on my shoulders and she said, you are my hero. And then she disappeared. And when I woke up and I thought about that dream, I thought I did something wrong. I rejected something. But the dream really, I guess I had some other things that I needed to do here, which is now, number one. Number two, when she said I was her hero, then I found out, well, she was telling me something that I understood because that's all I knew was hero. Hero can be either two things, the superheroes or a hero sandwich that we used to eat in New York City. with the spiced ham and the hard hero bread and the Boar's Head cheese. Oh, that was good eating back in the day. But anyway, so Heru, Net Heru, and that's Christ. But she was telling me that I was her hero, Shiro, and she was telling me that. Then this dream right here is I had this dream where I had a cat in my hand, and so the cat was sick, and the cat had some kind of wound, and water was coming out of the cat's neck, and so I was holding the cat in my arm like a baby, and so it was me and some young ladies, and we was in this room, in this big room or something. And so I had the cat, and so I took everybody was upset because the cat was sick, so I took the cat out, and I ended up outside in this beautiful, it was such a nice pool. It was an aqua marine blue color, and I mean it was so pretty. And I had the cat, but the cat turned into a baby. I mean, the baby was, oh, that was a beautiful baby, but the cat ended up turning into a baby. And so I'm standing there with this baby in my arms, and I said, I know I can heal this baby. I know I can heal this baby. And as I'm looking at this water, and then somehow I ended up on my knees, and I took my hand, I had the baby in my right hand, right arm, and with my left hand, I touched the baby's neck, and then the baby was fine because whatever wound was there, it went away. So I got back up. I went back in the house. I'm gonna call it the house, and all the young ladies, they was happy, and the baby was gone. And then out in front of me stood this woman, and she was speaking to me, but it was a language that I could not comprehend. Whatever she was saying to me. And when I was looking at her, she took her hands and she placed it on the top of her head. She placed it on the left side of her head, and then she placed it on the right side. And then I never spoke to her, but in my mind, I remember what I said in my mind. I said, teach me. And then I woke up out of the dream. And so that was it with that dream. And then I'm trying to think of another dream to share with you, but I have plenty. I just need to write them down and put them in order. But I just wanted to share those dreams with you. Um, and that's about it. I'll keep on sharing the dreams and keep on sharing what the Great Mother says and everything. And I thank you for listening.